This is a new flavored Mountain Dew. And I'm not always one for trying new things, but I'm glad I did with that. It's actually really good. It's their raspberry lemonade flavor thing. And it surprised me, to be honest, how good it actually is. You didn't come here for a Mountain Dew review. You came here for what I'm driving. What I'm driving is a 2023 Kia Sportage SX Prestige. And this one happens to be special because this one is ours. This is the rig that we have chosen to be our primary form of transportation, both for my wife as a daily driver and also for the weekend trip kind of situation. It's nice. Well, I'm going to take you on a brief walk around. We'll go into a lot of details in future videos about all of this, but I wanted to give you an introduction to this video, to this vehicle, and in this video, and give you maybe a couple of the reasons why we went ahead and went with this rig. So stay tuned, we're going wide open. Hello, and welcome to Wide Open Reviews. I'm Matt. This is, as I mentioned, the 2023 Kia Sportage SX Prestige. This one is mine, my wife's car. This is my wife's car. She likes it a whole lot, and just like the Mountain Dew at the beginning of this video, I've found out that it's okay to try some new things. I was one of those who was super reserved about buying a Kia, and Hyundai and Kia have had a reputation for many years of low quality and not great reliability and that kind of thing. But I can tell you, after 10,000 miles in this rig, that there's no question that the quality is on par with the likes of Toyota and Honda when it comes to Kia. It is astounding how well this thing runs and drives and handles. And over the next few videos of this particular rig, we'll dig into some of those elements. But I wanted to take this time to kind of give you an overview of this vehicle, some general things that I've learned about it over the first 10,000 miles or 6 months of ownership, and maybe give you a few reasons why we decided to go with this particular one. So let's start with why. Well, we knew we needed something that would hold all four of us, my wife and I and my two boys. We knew we wanted something big enough that if we needed to make a weekend trip in it, that we could throw some luggage in the back of it, still be comfortable, and yet still get decent mileage. And we also wanted something that, believe it or not, would tow, because my wife has a 2009 Sea-Doo Wake 155 personal watercraft that we knew we wanted to be able to put behind whatever it was she was going to drive and run it to the lake and back. So, a few boxes that we were after, a few things that we wanted to pursue in particular, and this checked so many boxes. It's incredible. This actually has best-in-class towing with just over 1,600 pounds of towing. It is not super powerful. It's only rated at 187 horsepower, but the 2.5 liter four-cylinder in this has plenty of power to run this thing down the road, and it's actually a lot of fun to drive this thing fast. Kia did a lot with the suspension and the tuning of this vehicle to make it fun to drive. It's mated to an automatic transmission, nothing fancy, no whiz-bang CVTs or anything like that going on, just a regular old automatic, and I love that about this car, both from a reliability standpoint, but also from a fun driver engaged standpoint. It really is fantastic. The styling on this is phenomenal. I mean, it has a very sporty flair to it with the sharp lines and the fender flares, but also they hid a lot of the body with this black cladding in different places, down low and around the fenders, and even this roof line here and the panoramic sunroof also adds to that sporty feel of this particular vehicle. Kia has done an incredible job over the last few years of making their vehicles look and drive like a fun enthusiast kind of vehicle, and I am so excited because not only have I had this vehicle for 6 months, but I've had the opportunity to be behind the wheel of several Kia vehicles, and I am blown away every time I sit down in them. So as far as the reasons why, I mentioned to you the towing, the space, and the fuel economy. This is rated at 25 city and 32 highway. We get pretty close to that 25 around town, maybe just a smidge more on occasion. And the 32 on the highway is with the cruise set. And I mean, you can drive it into a headwind, load it down with people, and it's going to get 32 miles to the gallon. It's phenomenal. The space in it and the comfort in it. Myself, my wife, and another couple of our friends of ours, we took this thing to Fayetteville, Arkansas from East Texas, 6+ hours down the road with the 4 of us in it, plus our luggage. We were completely comfortable the whole time. It's also got heated and cooled front seats, a heated steering wheel. The leather is fantastic. Matter of fact, let's jump inside and I'll take you through a few of the bells and whistles on this one. So from the driver's seat, you can see the digital display is actually really nice, very well laid out. I have it in guest mode right now, but you can have multiple different settings and things for whoever's driving your vehicle. So the wife and I both have one. It does have multiple modes. It's got smart mode, sport mode, and normal. We leave it in normal most often. This fantastic digital display, very intuitive, very touch sensitive, responds very well. A lot of different features and fun here. There's valet mode. Of course, it's got full navigation built in, and all the sort of presets and things like that. A lot of unique features with this. I will say this is a mildly cumbersome apparatus. As you can see right now, it's on the HVAC controls, and this button right here is what changes it to the navigation radio controls. And so what is mostly irritating about that is this is both the volume control as well as the temperature control for the driver's side. That gets confusing sometimes when you're reaching to turn on the radio and it's on HVAC controls, and that can be a little irritating because you go from hot on a cold day to cold, and you don't want that. Or you're trying to turn the radio up and it's hot outside, and you turn the heat up and wonder in a minute and a half why you're sweating all of a sudden. As I mentioned, heated and cooled seats. Those controls are all right here. I've got all my cords and stuff in the way. It does not have wireless CarPlay. Please excuse the mess there with my crackers and Taco Bell sauce. But it does have wired CarPlay and Android Auto, and I actually prefer the wired, just from some of the experiences that I've had. Here, we will talk more about a lot of those features here in the near future, but there you have it, a quick, brief overview of the 2023 Kia Sportage SX Prestige that just happens to belong to my wife. Yeah, let's be real. It's my wife's car. Thanks so much for being with us, and remember, if you're at the track, over the road, in the dirt, or on the water, be sure you live your life wide open. We'll see you next time.